Hi guys, it's me Vincent Urban Global Jack, and I realised that before Phase 4 was released, we had releases. That now we think about it, there's only one release date that was on the Phase 4 date before they confirmed at Comic Con last July, and we would have got 3 movies in 2020 if it wasn't for COVID-19, and it gives me an idea to go back and say we can still have 2 movies in Phase 4 and have like 4 movies in Phase 5 or something. Yeah. So join me as I tell you the original Phase 4 dates before Kevin Feige came and ruined some of them and pushed some of them back. So yeah. So originally, Guardians of the Galaxy was going to begin Phase 4 in May 2020. Obviously, if it did happen, it would have been pushed back to November. But we don't want to talk about that. It was delayed because James Gunn was starting Suicide Squad, etc. So it could be in the Phase 5 or Phase 6 timeline. Most likely Phase 5. Then, the Black Widow movie was meant to come out in the July of 2020. Now, because of this COVID-19, it can still open in that July slot. You're thinking theatres are probably starting to open soon? Yeah. They could start opening around July, August. If they don't open in July, maybe you can have an August 2020 release date. But July was already a date in Phase 4 release date before Kevin Feige came and deleted that July slot. That's going to be for Black Widow. So July 2020, you can still push that Black Widow movie back to that July slot. So it's earlier. Hold on. Okay. So the Eternals, as we always knew, was planned to be in that November slot of 2020. And if they push Black Widow back to that July and begin Phase 4 in that July of 2020, that's a year from Spider-Man, obviously. But it would make sense. They can put the Eternals back in that 2020, or if they don't want to risk it and open it in December of 2020, still fine. So November/December of 2020, they could push back the Eternals. And in a way, it depends on which movie is gonna lead into Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Maybe in the Black Widow post-credit scene or Eternals post-credit scene, it links up with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We'll have to see, obviously. Next movie, Shang-CH. It was meant to come out in February of 2021. Now, between Shang-Chi and Fall of Thunder, at first I thought, let's do Fall of Thunder in that February 2021 spot, but they've never started. I'm saying Shang-Chi can be pushed back to the original date, but as I said, maybe they can be on the safe side and keep it in that May and push Fall of Thunder back. Wait, back? No, push it forward a whole year. So we'll be able to see a full movie in 2021. We can see how he and the Guardians are doing. And I also argued that with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi can either be pushed forward to February back to the original slot and let Fall of Thunder be in that May. It's either Shang-Chi in that February and May for Thor or Thor in February. I'm saying Shang-Chi either gets pushed back to Feb and pushed forward on February of 2021. Put your answers in the description below. Wait, comment below. That's stupid. Okay. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is okay. It was firstly confirmed to come in May of 2021. Then it was pushed back to November of 2021. Then it was pushed back to March of 2022. So, if they want to pump up the game with Sam Raimi as the new director, if February and May is Shang-Chi and Thor, there's still that July slot that Spider-Man 3 was going to take, July 16th. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness can open in theatres in July 2021. Pushing that towards the summer, yeah. But that means that we don't have to wait a whole 2 years after WandaVision to get it, right? We can get it in the summer of 2021. And all we have to do is wait a year and be watching a lot of WandaVision episodes, spectating on what ideas WandaVision will be following up and etc., you know? Yeah, Doctor Strange could take that Spider-Man 3's old release date of July 2021. That's still the July 2021 release date, and they pushed everything back. They could keep that July 2021 release date unless Sony has got a July 2021 release date that they want to use again. Not sure if they're going to use it. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness can be used for that July 2021 slot. And no one does have to blame Spider-Man 3 for Doctor Strange's 3-4 month delay. Yes, I'm saying July 2021 for that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness slot. Now, we get to November of 2021, and I'm just saying we should just keep Spider-Man 3 in that November of 2021. It can end Phase 4 like it ended Phase 3. That's one thing. And if it's after Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it could have a cameo from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. And we could see, maybe if they do film certain cameos with Spider-Man's Tobey and Andrew, maybe there might be one deleted scene that they don't want to use, and they might want to use that in Spider-Man 3, like maybe in a dream, or maybe in a post-credit scene, or maybe as an opening scene, you know? Like, and even though we've not heard confirmation that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are coming back for a cameo or for a scene, it would be epic if we could see them in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then in Spider-Man 3. It would be epic. I know that the Marvel people would go wild. I would go wild. The fans would go wild. Yeah. So I'm saying, but that I've also heard that Daredevil and She-Hulk could come into the play in the third Spider-Man film. That's fine. You can even bring Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Let's say there's a big battle with the Sinister Six and Kraven the Hunter and some other big armies all coming in, you know? Like, we could see Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, She-Hulk, Daredevil, and all of them fighting the Sinister Six. Amazing. Then you can say that Phase 4 doesn't have to change, and hold on. Yeah, as I was saying, you don't have to say that Phase 4 has delayed Phase 5, because guess what? Every movie that was in that Phase 4 date, look, I've got the original dates here on my sheet. May 2020. Now that you can cross that off because of COVID-19. You can still take July 2020, November 2020, February 2021, May 2022. Wait, how can I jump a whole year? February 2021, May 2021, July 2021, November 2021. So you see all that. If you cross off May, every movie can be pushed forward instead of being pushed back. This thing with Marvel had that July 2020 release date for Black Widow. They could have kept that Black Widow's release date in July when they were pushing everything back. July could be the first Phase 4 movie for Black Widow, then there are Eternals in that November, then Shang-CH or Fall of the Thunder, most likely Shang-CH in that February of 2021, May 2021 with 4. It doesn't really matter because Fall of the Thunder was going to be before Doctor Strange anyway, in the new Phase 4 timeline. And then July 2021, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and November 2021, Spider-Man 3. Perfect! And it ends it well. Now, for the TV side, I'm guessing if the Falcon and the Winter Soldier can film before the end of 2020, they can come out in winter of 2020 with WandaVision. And then in 2021 we can get. We know that we're getting Loki and What If, and we know and if they can even push back Hawkeye to 2021 as well, so that we get Miss Marvel and Moon Knight and She-Hulk all in that 2022 release date in Phase 5, you know. But then it goes to the fact we go to Phase 5, and these are the Phase 5 dates: February 2022, May 2022, July 2022, October 2022, February 2023, May 2023, July 2023, and November 2023. So these are my theories and confirmations, yeah? So February 2022, I think will just be Deadpool 3. We heard rumours that Deadpool 3 was not coming out in like the next 4 years. We obviously know that's probably not true. Loads of things have been happening with Deadpool 3, but I'm sure that they're still working on the Deadpool 3 script, and I bet by the end of Phase 4 they would have had a script written, had a casted for Deadpool 3. So Deadpool 3. Black Panther 2 is confirmed for May 2022. July 2022 is confirmed for Captain Marvel. Blade is confirmed for... sorry, it's not confirmed. Blade is a theory that it could come out in October 2022. I've also heard rumours that it could come out in one of the 2023 releases. I'm guessing July or November of 2023, but I've kept it in October because it's around the horror. Ant-Man 3, yeah, again, is my theory of February 2023. May 2023, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, that's a theory as well, Volume 3. Nova has been confirmed for 2023 release. Ant-Man and Guardians have been confirmed for 2023 slate anyway, so it doesn't really matter where Guardians and Nova come, but I think Nova will be a perfect one for July 2023. Then we get to that November of 2023, and I don't know. So these are all of my theories that I think, okay? So, okay. Let me start with Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is that character that not really that people really cared about. It was really Daredevil and Luke Cage. So if they want to make her character exciting, they could end Phase 5 with that Jessica Jones, and maybe a post-credit scene talking about Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Daredevil all coming in a TV series or their own movie in Phase 6. And another character, Howard the Duck. To be fair, and you know, Howard the Duck is not really that. It's not really shown to be important in the MCU. Like, it's only cameos for him, and I feel like they can make a better movie than what they did in the 2000s, 2006, around that time, and they can make a Marvel movie that Howard the Duck really does well in. I'm sure they can do that. The Runaways or the Cloak and Dagger, I heard that they're in the MCU, but then it's not really confirmed. So if they can confirm that they're in the MCU, then they don't have to do a movie. But if they confirm that it's not in the MCU, not based in the MCU, then they can I said that they can renew the whole thing into a movie. So Cloak and Dagger can be a Phase 5 movie to end it, or a Phase 6 movie to end it. You know, it's either between the Runaways or Cloak and Dagger for a renew and maybe a reboot movie. I said Beta Ray Bill can end Phase 5, and we could see a cameo from Thor and Lady Thor and Guardians. And yeah, and because we've had loads of Easter eggs that Beta Ray Bill was coming, so if he doesn't come in Fall of the Thunder, then we could expect him to come in that November slot, maybe. You know, these are all my rumours. Avengers 5. Look, I've heard rumours that either Avengers 5 could be Secret Wars, or it could be Avengers versus X-Men. Most likely it will be Avengers versus X-Men to introduce the X-Men, or it could be Avengers Secret Wars. Out of all of them, I believe at the end there will be a big battle with X-Men joining the Avengers in one big battle. But Avengers 5, it could have a cosmic team. I thought Nova, Adam Warlock, the Eternals, Guardians, Silver Surfer, those people. And I said that for the land, I said Doctor Strange, Wong, Ant-Man, Wasp, Ghost Rider, Captain Britain, Spider-Man, Wanda, Falcon, Black Panther, and Vision, and the Winter Soldier should be in that list. I've also said Captain Britain could also be a movie to end Phase 5, because we also got a clue from Avengers Endgame. And if they do introduce him in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, then that's not far away from him getting his own TV series or his own movie. Same with Ghost Rider. If they introduce him, it's not too far ahead. I want them to make a Ghost Rider movie. It would be epic. Spider-Man 4 maybe. If Sony allows Spider-Man 4 to be done, then yes, Spider-Man 4 maybe for that November slot. I was thinking Deadpool 3 could have taken that November slot, but Deadpool 2 ended with X-Force, so I'm thinking Deadpool and the X-Force team that we had in Deadpool 2 could be the two teams that, well, X-Force, the team, and Deadpool to be the one that doesn't get rebooted. And they can do it in a way that they can make X-Force to end Phase 5. And in a way, it could introduce more mutants into the MCU if they do it that way, because I'm sure they want to make more mutant movies, and they want to introduce the X-Men into the MCU like that. So yeah, they can do it like that. If you watch Deadpool 2, then you would understand. I said Fantastic Four is another option. Yeah, they're one of the top people that could be coming into the MCU, and Ant-Man 3 is rumoured to be preparing for the Fantastic Four. And with the Fantastic Four, it does come X-Men, and obviously in the Power Pack comics, it talks about Fantastic Four and Franklin Richards. So I'm thinking, if we do have a Fantastic Four, I know that Power Pack is not that far behind, and Power Pack could be another movie that ends Phase 5. And if it does end Phase 5 and Fantastic Four is like the first movie of Phase 6, it could prepare, Ant-Man can prepare for the Fantastic Four and Power Pack. And Power Pack could prepare them even more for the Fantastic Four, you know? But as I told you in another video, it could be like a Captain Marvel type of thing. They can introduce, like Franklin can be like, okay, I've got these little kids that want to prove that they're worthy, and it goes to black, and the next thing we see is a movie over the Power Pack. A lot more to go. Sorry. I also did say, okay, I believe this is the last one. I said Inhumans could be that movie, because if we are introducing Miss Marvel maybe in that 2022 TV series release date, then 2022 Miss Marvel could be in that November 2022 release window. And because of the COVID-19, most shows are probably going to be delayed by a year or something. So Miss Marvel can come out in winter of 2022. And Inhumans can come before them, and the Inhumans can prepare them for Miss Marvel's introduction into the MCU. Yeah. And there could also be a season 2, maybe in Phase 6, with the Inhumans joining with yeah. And also, I did say that if Captain Marvel's storyline is not the Secret Invasions plot, or if Secret Invasions is not the plot of Captain Marvel 2, that I believe it will be, but if it's not, then obviously they have to make a movie about it. They can't make a Disney Plus series, because it's not going to be that interesting watching 6 episodes. Come on, a movie for that, yeah? Thank you so much for watching this 20-minute video or something like that. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I've got another video I have to record now. Bye.